All right, we are live. Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ask a Clutter Boss. I am Jess Marcy. I am your clutter boss for today. And I have some cold, hard decluttering chats to have with everyone who's joining us. So whether you're here live or whether you're here on replay, we are going to be talking about the two main mindsets that I see holding my clients back over and over and over again. Two mindsets that are holding you back from decluttering today. If you have any guesses as to what those mindsets are, you can go ahead and pop them into the chat. I don't know where the chat is. Is it down? Is it over? I don't know where it is. Anyway, wherever it is for you, you can pop them into the chat. But there's two mindsets that come up over and over and over again. And the thing about mindset is that we think about things a certain way. And guess what? We can think about things a different way. And when you learn to think about stuff like your clutter, for example, your circumstances a different way, when you release, when you declutter your old way of thinking, you become a powerful force in your home, in your life, and in the universe. The sooner you can embrace the idea that I don't need to think about this the way that I have been thinking about this, there is a different point of view. And maybe I might feel wrong about how I was thinking about it, and I'm pushing against that. The sooner you can just get to the other side of that hump, the better. Okay. The two mindsets that I see hold clients back the most are number one, scarcity mindset, and number two, victim mindset. So let's dive into scarcity mindset and victim mindset. Good morning. Good morning. Scarcity mindset says there will not be enough later. So we hold on to everything right now. And here is the thing. We think that scarcity mindset is about stuff. I have to have these things. I have to hang on to this because I might not have it in the future. That is not about stuff. That is about security. That is about security. And where do we need to feel secure first and foremost is inside of ourselves. So we're really reflecting what is going on internally onto our external environment and having it heavily influence our decision making. Scarcity creates stockpiling. So I might need this someday. It becomes this default script that is running in your head over and over and over again. And it doesn't matter that someday has never come and someday might never come. And if you're finding yourself saying this over and over again, I want you to ask yourself, has someday ever actually arrived for all of this stuff? Hanging on to things can feel like false security. So it feels safe. It's literal walls, right? But what you're losing by this false safety is your space and your sanity because your environment becomes heavier and heavier, which leads to an emotional and mental load. And it makes your space less functional, which impacts your ability to do stuff every single day. Scarcity thrives on unpredictability, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. Scarcity mindset loves this. It loves this. It loves not knowing what's going to happen in the future. And guess what? Nobody knows what the future holds. Nobody. And having more stuff in your house does not make you more prepared for an unknown future. You literally can't predict the future. You can't predict what you're going to need. You have no idea. We all have no idea. This is life. Is it scary? Yes. Is there a way to deal with this fear that involves not hanging on to everything? Absolutely. And scarcity also hides underneath guilt and good intentions. Somebody could use this. It's wasteful to throw it away. It was so expensive. Each of these statements is assuming there's not enough. There's not enough money. There's not enough generosity. There's not enough opportunity. So I have to hang on to everything. What we need to do with scarcity is declutter it because it's BS. And you need to shift to sufficiency. I trust that I will have what I need when I need it. The universe is going to take care of me. I deserve to live in a home that works for the woman that I am right now, not the version who I was afraid to let go of. Who is ready to shift from scarcity to sufficiency? Who is ready to declutter the scarcity mindset that is keeping you completely stuck? Because there is a different way to think about our stuff. There is a different way to think about our lives. There is a different way to think about our homes. All right. That's the first mindset that I see so many people get stuck in. Here is the second mindset that I see really impacts our ability to move forward with our decluttering, with our homes, with creating the life that we want. And that is the victim mindset. And I want you to know I was a victim mindset person for a very long time. I am speaking to you from my own personal experience, especially with victim mindset. Victim mindset says, this is happening to me, right? Who has woken up and said, of course it's going to be a bad day. That's just how my life is. Or, of course, my appliance broke today. That's what happens to me all the time. Or, whatever bad thing happens, you're like, yeah, well, obviously this happened because I'm a victim. I'm a victim to my circumstances and bad things happen to me. Guess what? Bad things happen to absolutely everyone. Every single human on this planet has experienced bad things happening to them, but we can control how we respond to life. If you have a flood in your house, I mean, yeah, maybe that's a horrible thing, but maybe it's also an opportunity to make some changes, right? Like we can look at things completely differently if we choose to. If we choose to. When we feel powerless, we stop taking ownership in our life, even of what is in our control. And that is victim mindset in a nutshell. When we're feeling powerless, we take no ownership. All the bad stuff, all the good stuff, it doesn't matter. We can't control any of it. And life is happening to me. Clutter is a proof of our powerlessness. Who has heard themselves say this? And again, I am speaking to you from personal experience. I was there. I get it. I get it. No one helps me. I don't have time. Everything falls on me. And you know what? Those may be true feelings, and there may be a lot of truth to those statements, but they're not helping you move forward. They are keeping you completely frozen, completely frozen. So maybe the next time you hear yourself saying that, ask yourself, I wonder what I actually can control. What is in my control, within my control today? What do I have power over? One of those things is how I think about stuff, right? When I was living at the height of my resentment, I could have looked at it as, wow, I have such a blessed life right now. I am so lucky that I get to do the dishes. I am so lucky that I get to do the laundry. Did I choose to look at it that way? Not for many years, but I had that choice. And I felt and chose to not have that choice. Victim energy also completely thrives on resentment. And resentment is simply a sign that boundaries or ownership are missing. So let's try this. Instead of, why does no one ever help me? Maybe we can say, what system can I create so this doesn't depend on anyone else? How can I look at this, embrace it, and find a way to make it the most positive experience possible? Being a victim does feel safe because it excuses action, and taking responsibility feels risky because you might fail, you might fall, you might upset how things are. And even if things are bad, we feel safe in familiarity, right? So when we're victims, we are choosing to stay in what is familiar, even if it is not serving us at all. All right. Let's go back to my notes over here. When you choose to declutter your space, when you choose to take responsibility, full responsibility for your actions or lack of actions, you are giving yourself agency over every other area of your life. You're saying, I'm going to choose how my space feels. This didn't happen to me. I'm going to choose how my space feels moving forward. I'm going to feel pride when I walk through the door because that's how I want to feel. So, gratitude. Yes, gratitude. If you have just tuned in, we are talking about the two mindsets that hold people back the most from my point of view, working with thousands of women over the past 6 years in the context of decluttering and helping our clients turn into clutter bosses. We're changing these mindsets right now. We're shifting them right now. And this is the thing, you can change this immediately. You don't have to wait for the right time. You don't have to think about it anymore. You can choose abundance over scarcity. I already have enough, and I can trust my future self to provide what I need when I need it. You can choose ownership over being a victim. This is my home. This is my home. I get to decide how it feels. The question really is, what story are you telling yourself when you're hesitating to let go of stuff? How can you change that story? You're writing your own story every single day. You can rewrite your own story starting right now. Another question you can ask yourself is, who am I protecting when I choose to keep stuff that I know is not serving me? Is it my past self? Is it my future self? What about me right now? Because that's the self that matters the most. And what would your home look like if you fully trusted yourself to handle whatever comes next? What would that look like? All right, my friends, if you have tuned into this and stayed till the end, I so appreciate you. I want to encourage you from every cell in my body, shift the way you think because you deserve to live in a different mindset, and you deserve to live in a home that is supportive and serving your needs right now. Go rewrite your script. Go rewrite it. Change things starting now. Nicole, you are so welcome. Sending you lots of love. You can do this. I will see you next week.